First, you will have to click on the plus sign to create a new Google form. I'm going to click more, and Google Forms is right here. I'm going to use a blank form. Next, where it says Untitled, I'm just going to get rid of this box and then click and change Untitled to Check In as the title for the form. The first question is going to be, what is your name? And it automatically changes to a short answer, and I do want it to be required, and I'm going to duplicate it. Let me edit it. I made a little typo here. Click on the text to edit the text. I'm going to change this question as well to what is your grade level, and this automatically changes to multiple choice. So now I'm going to type in each choice and hit the enter or return key, and this question is ready to go. Again, I'm going to duplicate this question and edit the question. Now for this one, the question is going to be, what is your iPad number? And this allows me to, because students in my classroom are assigned iPad numbers and they sit in a spot in the room that corresponds with their iPad numbers. So it allows me to locate kids. If they're iPad number 1, well, I know where they're sitting, or iPad number 10, I know where they're sitting, so I can find them easily. Now for this next question, how do you feel? We're going to use multiple choice answers, but we're going to add images along with the text. So if you click on the add image icon, you can find your image. Now for the first image, I'm going to upload it from my computer directly. So let me find the image that I want to use for this question. Is it this one? Let's see what happens here. You know what, actually I don't really want that image, so I'm going to get rid of it with the X and add a different image. Again, click on the add image icon, and then you can find the image that you want to upload. Here we go, this is much better. And let's add another. Just going to add a little bit of text to go along with the icon, and then add a different image. This time we're going to do a search for a sad emoji using the built-in search feature in Google Forms, and I like that one. That will do. Click select. So if you don't have images on your computer that you want to use, you can easily add images that you search for to your Google Form questions. I'm just going to add one more for sick. I'm going to use this one. Select. Oh, it did not show up for some reason, so I'm going to go back and click the add an image icon and select a different image. Sometimes the format of the images will mean that they either will work or will not work in your Google form, but that's not a big deal for now. So we're going to move on to the second last question in this Google form. This is a question, how did you sleep last night? And just going to change the text and change the images because we duplicated this one, so it has all the properties of the previous question in our Google form. Let me add these images real quick. So finally, I'm going to add one more question. This one is going to be a paragraph type question so that kids can write a little bit more extended text. The question is going to be, what do you want to ask the teacher, or what do you want to say to the teacher, or something along those lines. And that's it. Now we can preview the document by clicking preview, and then you can take a look at your Google form that you just created. Now this doesn't look great, so there are things in here I need to edit and change, and I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to go back into this sick one. I don't need, it's not part of that question. Let me get rid of it. Click the X, and what is your iPad number? Multiple choice doesn't work really good. It takes up too much space. So I'm going to change it to a drop down menu, and that will look better. Let's preview it. Actually, you know what? Let's customize the theme a little bit. If you click on choose image for the header, you can upload your own image, and I do have one that I've created for this. I have an animated GIF that will work well in this Google form. So let me open this animated GIF and upload it, and then just reposition it so that it's kind of where I want it to be as the header for this Google form, and there it is. Now the colors that are in place right now in this Google form, you know, I'm going to change them actually. So you can click the plus sign under theme color, and let me click something that I think might work a little bit better for my purposes. You can also change the text, the font style for your form, but I'm going to kind of leave that as is and take one more look at the Google form and see if it is ready to go. I want to change this a little bit. What is your grade level to maybe a drop down? Let me change it. You can easily edit the Google form by clicking the pencil in the upper right corner, and you can change all the different parts of your Google form at any time. It's not a big deal, it's easy to do. You can also translate text. That's what I'm going to do here. I have a lot of students that primarily speak Spanish, so if you select the text and copy it using maybe Google Translate, then under the three dots here you can show a description. You can add a description to your questions. Then if you paste the translated version in, you'll have your Google form available to you in multiple languages, and this can be useful if students speak a different language as their primary language. One more cool thing in Google Translate, if you click on the text, it can show you different translations that you can pick from and pick the most accurate one, so that your translation is as good as you can get it if you're just using Google Translate, which is a pretty good resource to use. So let me take another look at this Google form and see if it looks the way I want it to look. It looks pretty good. I'm going to just put in a quick example response. Hit submit. Oh, forgot to fill out this question. It's required, so I have to fill it out. Click submit, see if everything's looking okay. The text on this page, I'm going to change it a little bit. To do that, just go to where it has settings and click on presentation, and then down at the bottom where the confirmation message text is, you can write whatever you want there. So I'm going to leave a nice positive message for my students so that after they fill out this Google form, they have a positive prompt that'll help them hopefully for the next activity. Then just click on the save button, and let's fill out the Google form one more time. Yeah, this is what I wanted to say. This looks pretty good. This Google form that you've created is easy to share with others. All you need is the address to the Google form. Just click on the URL or the address to this and right click and copy it, and then it's easy to share from here.